I'm Jennifer Angel, and this is your horoscope for August 2013, Aquarius. So here's a snapshot overview of what's coming up for you. So let's have a look at your personal life to start. Okay, so the new moon this month on the 6th, early in the month, is in your 7th house. So it's right opposite you in your 7th house of relationships. So this indicates the commencement of something new, or certainly the possibility of something new. And if you're in a relationship, then certainly you can work on improving your relationship this month. But if you're looking for love, then the energy around there is to start. You can meet somebody that you resonate with. Now, the full moon this month is in your sign on the 21st. So this gives you a chance to gain some closure. So if something is not working, then some of you might be walking away from a situation. If it's an element of a relationship that's not working, then the full moon always gives you an opportunity to sort of look at life a little bit more closely, through a magnifying glass, and sort of see what's going on. And once you can do that, you can gain some clarity as to how you move forward. Okay. But there's a bunch of other activity also in your 7th house of relationships. The sun is there earlier in the month. Mars is going to transit into this area at the end of the month, and Mars is the planet of passion and motivation, and Mercury, the communication planet, is going to transit into this area on the 9th. So very good for communications and discussions. So certainly love and romance and activity around relationships is there if you want it, Aquarius, and that's the big point, if you want it. All right, let's move on and have a look at your professional side of life. So for most of the month, Mars is in your 6th house. This is very much to do with your work area. It's also going to affect your health and overall well-being. So with Mars in this area, and it's there for most of the month, as I just said, it's going to move into your 7th house on the 28th. So let's say it's there for most of the month. If you work with the Mars energy, and I'm sure I've told you this in your weekly videos often, if you work with the Mars energy, if you can get organized, and certainly the 6th house is about getting routines set and just getting yourself organized, then you can increase your level of productivity. It's a very motivating energy. If you don't, it can have you sort of being busy but not being productive. If you're busy and productive, it's a very satisfying. If you're not busy and productive, it can be dissatisfying. So you want to get organized. You also want to make sure that you have a good level of routine that allows you to focus on your health and well-being, because if you burn the candle at both ends with Mars, which is possible with Mars in the 6th, then it's your overall well-being that can take a hit. Okay, so you want to also just to keep your life balanced, build, and whatever that means to you, whether it means getting up early, going to the gym, or walking the dog a little bit more or more regularly, taking vitamins, looking after yourself better on a dietary level, doing any sort of exercise or movement. So whatever that means for you, okay, something that's going to help you release stress in your daily routine, if possible. So you want to be careful with communications this month as well. Like the way you communicate, you want to make sure that what you're saying and the message that you get across is how you want it to be perceived. So, and always a good idea to follow up in writing. Now, let's not forget, right at the start of the month, Mars has a square with Uranus. So this is on the 1st and late July, and the orb of influence on the degree will go through right through for the whole, pretty well the whole first week of the month. Now Mars, as we just said, is in that area of the 6th house to do with your work. Communication planet Mercury is also in this area, and Uranus is in your 3rd house of communication. So, and Uranus, of course, is your ruling planet. So anything that happens with the Uranus is going to have an effect and influence on you. So you want to be careful with your communications, as I said. So be careful you don't make rash decisions. Mars can have you, restless, and certainly a Mars square with Uranus is a restless type of energy. It can be a fronting energy, and it can, make you a little bit impatient. So that's what you don't want to do this month. Certainly for the first week of the month, keep that in mind. You want to think things through, make sure you have the facts and figures, and don't make a decision just because you want to make it and clear it. There could be more information to come that you're not privy to, and you want to make sure everything's revealed. Now, of course, you have Saturn, the planet of permanency, in your solar 10th house right through till September 2015, by the time it sort of comes and goes with its direct and retrograde movement. And with Saturn there, you want to make sure any decisions that you make around work are going to be for the long term. Another reason not to make any rash decisions. Okay. All right, so my angel advice for you for the week for the month is love, work, and money. Give them all time in your schedule, okay? You maybe focus more on one area of life, but don't neglect the other areas. The lucky numbers I put down for you this month are 2, 6, 7, and 21. Room there for you to put your own few numbers in if you want to go play the lotto. Don't forget to check in on my weekly videos and visit my 2 websites as Mistress of Astrology and also jenniferangel.com. Okay, love and luck for you. Have a great month. I'm Jennifer Angel. Thanks for watching.